So with convenience being a major factor that brands focus on, Ather has just launched the Rizta as a family performance scooter. It comes with features to benefit us on the performance front, and it comes with features to benefit us if we are a family oriented person. So let's see what all the scooter has to offer us and why it stands out in this upcoming electric segment. Welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Vedant Jouhari, and are you ready to get rizzed up by the Rizta? Stay tuned to the full video to find out whether this is a scooter for you. The Ather Rizta is available in two variants, the Rizta S and the Rizta Z. The Rizta S is the base model and it comes equipped with a 2.9 kilowatt hour battery that's paired to a 4.3 kilowatt motor. This motor ensures a maximum range of 123 kilometers and a top speed of 80 kilometers per hour. For a full charge, it takes just 8.5 hours for a full charge on the Rizta S. On top of that, the Rizta S comes with features like 8GB storage, 1GB RAM and a 7-inch deep view display. Now with the Pro Pack on the Rizta S, you get 3 ride modes, auto hold, guide me home lights and much more, making every ride a whole lot easier. Now coming to the top end variant of the Ather Rizta Z. This is available with two battery options, a 2.9 kilowatt hour battery and a 3.7. This is the same 2.9 kilowatt hour battery that we also get on the Rizta S. Now coming to the range, the 3.7 kilowatt hour battery bumps up our range to 160 kilometers on a single charge. And not only this, our charging time has also been brought down from 8.5 hours for added convenience. So now on the feature front of things, the Rizta Z comes with a 7-inch TFT display with 2GB RAM and 16GB of storage. Now once we opt for the Pro Pack, we get features like Magic Twist, skid control, live location sharing and a whole lot of others. The Rizta Z is available in 7 color options, making it that much more available to a wider set of audience. So across both variants, the Rizta S and the Rizta Z, what features are common? Well, we get Alexa skills, push navigation, ride stories, find my scooter, tow and theft notifications and navigation. Now on the Rizta S, we only get turn-by-turn navigation. However, on the Rizta Z, we get proper Google Maps integrated navigation. Now apart from that, with the Pro Pack, the only difference that we get from the Rizta S and the Rizta Z is that on the Rizta Z, we get Magic Twist and skid control. However, on the Rizta S, we don't find those features. But everything else that we get on the Rizta S with the Pro Pack, we also find on the Rizta Z. So now let's come to the design that we get on this new Ather Rizta. So firstly, we have the black and white color scheme that you can see. So at the front, we get this blacked out windscreen, a very small windscreen located right in the center. And we get this nice piano black finish located right on our front dome. Coming below that, we get this huge body panel located right in the front, which gives it a very boxy look, a very squared out look right in the front. Then we get these 3-piece lights with a TRL located right in the center. We also get integrated indicators as a part of these lighting. Then on top of the lights, we get the Ather badging in a very sophisticated and a very classy look. Now moving below that, we get telescopic suspensions in the front with a mudguard, 12-inch alloys, and we get 200mm disc brakes in the front. So moving on from the front end of the scooter, we get a dual tone finish throughout this whole white and grey color scheme. So looking at the scooter from the side, you can see it's a much bigger scooter. It's a much more visible scooter than the other ones in the market. Then coming to the seat, now this is the USP for the Rizta. It comes with an extended seat, just giving comfort to whoever's riding and whoever's sitting on the pillion seat. And not only that, for the pillion, they also get an integrated backrest, and this only comes on the Z variant. This is not found on the S variant of the Rizta. Then the rear panels on the scooter come with the Rizta badging, and it shows you which variant you have, either the Z or the S. And finally, looking at the scooter right completely from the rear view, we again see the Ather badging in bold, located right in the center, and we get this brake light that's sort of like a connecting light bar that we see on cars, except for this is on a scooter. It spans all the way from the left to the right, and it's connected throughout. Now, as a part of the light bar, we also get the indicators located on either side. Then finally, at the bottom of the Ather badging, we get a rear mudguard and we get 12-inch alloys at the rear. Now, the braking system that we get on the rear is a drum brake, and that is 130 mm. Now, for this whole scooter, we get a combi braking system. However, the rear wheel under hard braking does lock up. So moving to the cockpit of the scooter, our screen is located right in the center, and this under harsh sunlight can get a little uncomfortable to read. But apart from that, the switchgear quality, screen quality, everything that we see is of top notch. It's not lacking by any standard. You don't hear any rattling, nor do you find any unnecessary movement except for what is required. Then apart from that, our front panel houses our charging socket, and it has hooks for all our storage requirements. We have a hook located in the front and one right underneath the seat. So now, sitting on the Ather Rizta, the seat comfort is tremendous. It is absolutely comfortable, and the whole riding posture, everything is very, very comfortable. Now, coming in only at around 119 kgs, the Rizta is extremely light, a very, very lightweight, and because of that, it's super maneuverable and almost a brilliant scooter for the city. Now, apart from that, we get two riding modes on the Rizta: Smart Eco and Zip. Now, on Smart Eco, we get a nice initial bite of torque. However, on the Zip mode, our initial torque is very linear and it gets strong towards the mid-range. So on the Smart Eco mode, we get most of our torque initially, and other than that, as we keep increasing our speed, the torque gradually reduces. Now, the side view mirrors that we get on the Rizta are quite big, quite chunky, and it provides a lot of vision for the rider. The moment it's set properly, you can almost see everything behind you, and it provides a very, very good field of vision. So coming to our display, we get a whole lot of features and a whole lot of readings. First off, on the Rizta Z, we get Google Maps integration on this. And on the Rizta S, we only get turn-by-turn navigation. So looking at the home screen, we have Google Maps, we have ETA, we have the time, whether it's connected to Bluetooth, we have what device it's connected to, range to 0, how much percentage of our charge is left, and our riding mode. Now, apart from that, we have various options to choose to. One is our navigation. Now, we can choose our navigation through this or through our phone. Apart from that, it shows us our connected devices, about the vehicle, such as vehicle details, the documents for the vehicle, and other such readings. And finally, on the settings page, we have the option to turn our Bluetooth on or off. We have our display brightness, whether we want it dull or bright. Then we also get the auto brightness setting, which will sense the light outside and automatically adjust how bright or how dim our display gets. And then coming to vehicle settings, we get Magic Twist, we get coasting region, auto hold, skid control, auto indicator, guide me home light, charging, and fall safe. So what is fall safe? So once your scooter falls down, let's say to the left side, our right side is accessible for us to lift it up. Now from the right side is also where we control our throttle. So when you're lifting it up, involuntarily you might give some throttle input, and that might throw you off guard once the scooter starts accelerating. So with fall safe, the scooter will sense once it's fallen and will cut off all connection to the throttle. So even if you're lifting it up and you give full throttle unexpectedly, the scooter will not respond to you at all. So now, what's Magic Twist? Well, once you're riding in cities and in instances where you really aren't accelerating or using that much speed, so you can just twist the throttle the reverse direction to start braking. So there's a certain amount that you can twist the throttle, and depending on how much you twist it in the opposite direction, that's how much the scooter is going to brake. So now, skid control. What's skid control? It's pretty much traction control, but what Ather calls traction control. However, when we feel traction control kick in, we do feel a drop in power, we do feel throttle cut off. But with skid control, it's been tried and tested by us. When you give full throttle on loose gravel such as this, you won't feel a drop in the power. You'll just feel the rear wheel gain traction and avoid any spinning or any slipping. So coming to the seat height of the Rizta, the seat height is set at 780 mm and the ground clearance is set at 165 mm. Now coming to the boot space that we get on the Ather Rizta. As I mentioned, the Rizta is focused on performance, convenience and family. Now, this is also another place where the Rizta shines, the amount of boot space that we get. So we get 34 liters of boot space, and not only that, we also get this really cool feature, which is a charger on the rear, and all you got to do is remove the cover of the charger, and then we get a device from Ather which you can connect and charge whatever gadgets we have with us. Then apart from that, we also get this sort of carry bag for the rear, which is a storage organizer. This is an additional feature that we get on the Rizta, and it looks something like this. So it fits perfectly into the dicky, and it comes with all sorts of organizers inside this. So if you're going for a shopping spree, or if you're going out to buy groceries, you can just come back, fit this, put whatever you buy into the storage organizer, and once you reach home, instead of removing each bag one by one, you can just take this whole storage organizer and you can be on your way into your house. Apart from the main storage space on the Rizta, we also get this small storage space in the front that can house your documents, a first aid kit, your phone, and whatever other basic necessities you have. So while I'm opening the boot of the Rizta, it gets a little uncomfortable. Now you might be wondering why. So we have this grabbing portion of the seat over here, and while we open it, our hands do get stuck on the rear backrest. Now this design could be worked on a little more by Ather. However, this is a really small flaw, and no one's really going to look into it that much. Now at the front, we also get an additional storage option called the frunk, and it's another bag similar to the storage organizer. However, it's closed. It's all closed compartments, and it sits right with the front body panel. All in all, this was the Ather Rizta, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Did you guys get rizzed up by the Rizta? Yes or no? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. My name is Vedant Jouhari, signing out.